Hi, I'm Joanne Wilmot, the New York Power Authority's Regional Manager for Community Relations here in Western New York. We got your email and understand you'd like to learn more about the Niagara Power Project and how it works. Well, let me show you around. Before we get started, do you know anything about the Niagara Power Project?
I know that it sits on the Niagara River between New York and Ontario.
That's right. The Niagara Power Project is the result of cooperation between the United States and Canada. As a matter of fact, the Canadian power plants are located directly across the river from ours. Both the United States and Canada have shared the waters of the Niagara River for many years, and both countries are firmly committed to preserving the beauty of Niagara Falls.
Niagara Falls is really beautiful. I visited once on summer vacation.
It sure is. And did you know that when the Niagara Project produced its first power back in 1961, it was the largest hydroelectric power plant in the Western world at that time? Today, it's still New York State's largest electricity generator, and here we have the capability to generate 2,400,000 kilowatts of electricity. That's enough to light 24 million 100-watt light bulbs at any one time. The low-cost power generated here also saves New York State's businesses and residents millions of dollars annually.
How is electricity made?
Here's how it works. The Niagara Power Project, located about 4.5 miles downstream from Niagara Falls, consists of two main facilities. The Robert Moses Niagara Power Plant with 13 generating units, and the Lewiston Pump Generating Plant with 12 pump turbine generating units. Between the two plants is a large forebay or open canal. It's almost 1 mile long and about 500 feet wide. Behind the Lewiston plant is a 1,900-acre reservoir, which is like a large bathtub, and that holds additional supplies of liquid fuel, about 20 billion gallons worth. Basically, water is diverted from the Niagara River up to 600,000 gallons a second and travels through two underground conduits or tunnels under the city of Niagara Falls and the surrounding towns to the project's forebay. From there, water flowing through the Robert Moses plant spins the turbines that power the generators, converting mechanical energy into electrical energy. At night, when electricity demand is low, the Lewiston units operate as pumps, carrying water from the forebay up to the plant's reservoir. Then, during the day, when electricity use increases, the Lewiston pumps reverse direction and become turbine generators, similar to those at the Robert Moses plant. The water then flows back into the forebay and is used again at the Robert Moses plant. Using the water twice to produce electricity allows us to increase our efficiency and production. You learned earlier that there are numerous ways to produce electricity using different fuels. Well, here at a hydroelectric project, we use water as our fuel. So hydroelectric power is one of the cleanest and environmentally friendly ways to produce electricity.
Is all the water in the river used to make power?
That's a very good question, and the answer is no. If all the water in the Niagara River was used for power production, there wouldn't be any going over Niagara Falls. And because the falls is such an international attraction, the United States and Canada signed a treaty in 1950, and that treaty regulates the amount of water that must flow over Niagara Falls at all times of the year. The treaty says that during the tourist season, 100,000 cubic feet per second must flow over Niagara Falls. A cubic foot is equal to about 7.5 gallons. So if we multiply that by 100,000 cubic feet per second, there is approximately 750,000 gallons of water per second flowing over Niagara Falls during the tourist season.
So after the power is made, where does it go?
The power generated here at the Niagara Project goes to a variety of customers. Much of it stays right here in Western New York for business and industry to use. Some also goes to residential customers, both here in Western New York as well as throughout New York State. And a small percentage of the power generated here at Niagara is sold to neighboring states.
can you tell us what can cause a power outage?
Power outages can be caused by a number of factors. Some can simply be equipment failures. Other times, severe storms, either windstorms or in the northern climates, ice storms, can cause damage to power lines and thereby cause a power outage. Sometimes it's just our customers requiring and using more electricity than the power plant can generate. That'll overload the system and sometimes also cause a power outage.
Thanks for telling us about Niagara Falls.
Thanks so much for stopping by, and we'll see you later.